Yay!
Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We are on the web at drumcenter.com. We are the largest independently owned drum store in the world, and all of the drums, cymbals, and hardware and microphones that you see in this video today are going to be available for purchase in the links below. Today we are really excited to present the official relaunch of the Slingerland Drum Company. Slingerland is one of the most storied brands in the history of drums. We went really in depth on the history of Slingerland in the video that we did for the Radio King snare drums a while back. And now those snare drums were a nice little teaser to get everybody excited about the relaunch of Slingerland, but they were very, very limited. And as far as I know, they are sold out. I know they are for us. But now we have the official relaunch with their drum sets. So I'm always reluctant when I see a relaunch of a brand like Slingerland, because the original iteration of that brand was sold off in the early 70s, and they've been brought back a few times, and they've been milked and bled and destroyed more than one time. So why is this going to be any different?
Emotional damage!
Examples that I can think of are cardboard drums, the Music Yo $99 snare drums, just not drums I would want to see the Slingerland logo on. For the majority of my career, Slingerland has really been a dead issue. And they're just a brand that we look back on and admire, and when we play the old drums, we smile. Drum Workshop acquired the Slingerland brand name, well, more than a few years ago, and now we finally have this relaunch. As soon as they got that brand, people were asking, when's Slingerland coming out? When's Slingerland gonna come? When's that gonna happen? The stance that DW had was that they weren't gonna do it unless they could do it right. And so it took them quite a long time to really dial it in and get it to a place where they felt they were giving the brand the respect that it deserved. This gives me the confidence in knowing that this isn't a pet project, this is really a rebirth, if you will. Slingerland is not only back, they're here and they're not going anywhere. When I think of the renaissance that I have witnessed in my 25 years of brands like Ludwig and Gretsch and Rogers, it's only fitting that we have Slingerland back in the mix. For now, we have two lines. We have the Radio King and the Studio King. In this video, we are going to be focusing on the Radio King. These are made in Oxnard, California, and this is the classic 3-ply mahogany poplar, mahogany shell with a solid maple reinforcement ring. and 30-degree bearing edges. There are a total of 12 different configurations, which is really 6 configurations with or without a snare drum. This is the 24-13-16 with the 6.5 deep artist snare drum. This hardware is all nickel-plated hardware, which gives it a nice luster. You can really see the quality in the plating. It's very nice. These have the stick saver hoops, which is a Slingerland innovation. It is something that helps prolong the life of your drumsticks, and there's also a sonic quality to it as well. The lugs, these are the modernistic beaver tail, which is circa 1940. They really went in depth with the details. If you look on the inside of the shell, we see those internal washers, the way they looked on the old drums. And look at these beautiful tone controls. Look familiar? They absolutely nailed it, and these work brilliantly. I am happy to see these spurs. This might cause a bit of debate, but let's be honest, the spurs back then were terrible. So it's only fitting that we have bass drum spurs that are going to accommodate a drummer that plays at various dynamic levels. I am all about functionality, and I am happy about these spurs. Same can be said for the tom mount. They are adopting the L-arm style tom mount, which is definitely not a Slingerland thing, but again, let's be honest. If we look back to the last great Slingerland mount, the Set-O-Matic, terrible. So they had to do something, and this is just fine. We have a classic style T-rod with a modern style bass drum claw as well, with matte finish bass drum hoops, with a nice white marine pearl inlay. My favorite feature, I have to say though, is that floor tom bracket, because they incorporated the classic beaver tail lug design and they made it a little bit more beefy. It's a 1/2 inch thick and it has a nice feeling wing nut as well. It's a really nice touch. The snare drum has the Zoomatic throw off. Do you remember the Zoomatic? Well, it's back. And also important to note, all of the Slingerland parts are going to be readily available at some point. I know that we have them all on order, but if you're going to need a replacement part for your older Slingerland drums, these lugs, hoops, throw-off butt plate, it will all work on your old Slingerland drums. If you've been following our channel for a long time, thank you. But you know that we like to put in a little bit of a twist when we do videos like this. And so what we wanted to do was take a classic Radio King drum set and compare it to this one. This isn't really a true apples to apples comparison, but it is a 24-13-16. The set is from the early 1950s. These are the mahogany shells with the maple re-rings, and it has different heads on it. The snare drum we're using is a 14 by 5.5 from the 1940s, Radio King snare. It was really cool to come in and see this kit. I have to say they certainly have a presence. There's nothing about it that feels contrived. It just feels authentic. And that is important to me. It's just strange because it feels like you're walking into a music store 70 years ago and seeing a Radio King kit. And that's kind of what's happening here. There's a lot to be excited about with these drums. What's also exciting though is the incoming Studio King drum sets that we will be featuring in a different video when those hit the streets, which will be sometime this year. We'd love to know what you think. How did you like these new drums? What do you think? How do you feel about the new mounting bracket, the floor tom brackets, the sound? We'd love to get your feedback. Please let us know in the comments below. If you'd like to buy these drums or these cymbals or these stands or these mics, they're available for purchase in the links below. Please consider hitting the subscribe button and hit the get notified button so that when we post new videos like this, you get notified. Believe us, this really helps when you do that. We hope you're as excited as we are about these new Slingerland drums. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.